The overall media and entertainment sector that began transition to a hybrid model during the 2020 pandemic crisis. The overall media and entertainment sector is estimated to have reached 1.73 trillion Indian rupees in 2021 and projected to grow to 2.23 trillion by 2023. The resilient at the core, that's the transformation in its new avatar, the new form of digital media and entertainment sector, and this model and the new behavior that dictated the business decisions. The adoption of a new form of business in digital versions, which then manifested into the newer trend for the sector. In the short term, a very positive sign that has emerged, but the concern for the long term to be remain that was here to stay, that what would revert to the pre-pandemic level, and that's normal conditions, and how will the composition of those sectors that balance itself. The numbers indicate that the sector is on the cusp of a strong growth phase. Its rapid upward projections that backed by rising consumer demand, the consumer preferences and the choices in this particular sector, and improving the advertising revenue as well. The advertising to those GDP ratio that is expected to reach 0.4% by 2025 and 0.38% that was in 2019, which is in the backdrop of this crisis, a healthy number. The overall media and entertainment sector is estimated to have reached, as I mentioned, that it's 1.73 trillion in 2021 and it's jumped to 2.23 trillion in 2023. The accelerated digital adoptions, that is important, that across every parameter that driven this trend, but what truly stood out was the cross-media growth strategy. As per the report, the news sector grows, the legacy grows too. That's the ultimate fun, the main headlines of this topic, and that the television industry also will account for 40% of the Indian media market in 2024, followed by the print media, that is a 13%, digital advertising, that is 12%, and the OTT video streaming and the gaming platform, or you can say this industry, that will be 8%. The television continues to be the primary medium of entertainment across the country, but it has also assumed to be the role of an agent of social behavior change, and those communication will carry those adoption, those shifted. And as the broadcast media entered 2022 with a new expectation of widening the content pieces and the future of general entertainment, the channel is promising and it continues to drive those entertainment and reinvent with some variety to empower the audiences. India is indeed a market where television continues to flourish. The point to note is that this is alongside the growth in digital media platform, and Indian audience are not forsaking TV for the digital or the other way around. They follow their shows of choice, preferences, their likes, and what is easily accessible, creating the opportunity for those dual model, the concept of digital media and mainstream. India's new and emerging direct-to-customer brand are capitalizing on the India's and the country's mainly the massive digital growth to expand their market presence, and leveraging the TV scale to do it, and such is the power of those medium, and having established itself as a lead channel for the brand building and sustaining the reputation for the decades to come. in the future. TV is now also being recognized for the boosting the conversions, for more customer targeting and engagement, extending the reach across the religions. The video streaming platform, that is the rise of the paying customers, and that is the platform that remains a complex and ever evolving market, but the Indian audience have shown that they see that merit, the skills, the purse that will lose it, but the India's media and entertainment industry that has revised and reviewed the pre-pandemic levels, and it is expected to grow 55 to 70 billion US dollar by 2030 at a compounding annual growth rate of 12%. That is driven mainly the rise of this industry that strongly creating those growth opportunities, growth in the headroom that is mainly based on OTT platform, the gaming industry, the animation and the visual effect services. All these entertainment purposes, those section of entertainment is based on OTT, gaming, animation, digital media and other visual effect. Augmented reality also involved in the future in the form of metaverse. The industry contracted by 10% during 2020 and the market size decreasing from 26 billion US dollar in 2019 to around 24 billion US dollar in 2020. This is attributed to a decline in advertising revenues across India. However, the digital-led consumptions of the OTT platform and those services and the gaming industry that are publishing and pushing those industry to grow by a 15% rate in 2021, and that is reach the market size to almost 27 billion US dollar. And this OTT that has a 7 to 9% market share in India's 27 billion US dollar media and entertainment industry. However, by 2030, its market share is expected to increase to 22 to 25%. This increase will expand the pie itself but some factors that are expected to reduce as well, that's shrinking in the future. And digital dollars are here, that lines that between the media due to the digital layer, the conversion of digital platform, the utility of this digital platform and media streamline that 2025 the number of connected smart television is expected to reach 40 to 50 millions. It is expected to around 30% of the content viewed on those screens will be gaming, social media, short video and content that produced exclusively for these audiences. That have been substantial changes in many sectors during this pandemic and the shifted operation to the digital. Consequently, many of the communication released in this sector based on those OTT platforms instead of the mass media communication. The television remains the lead medium when it comes to the media investment, and we have recognized the fact that the consumers have adopted those digital platforms, and thus we have increased the digital spending percentage. That will be a game changer, and the shift that changing all areas. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. See you in the next video.